Now, not all parts of my experience have had of wellness. I think in youth, everything is a surprise. It's new, it's magical. And so when we discover aspects of our being new, it's magical, it's wondrous. And, depending upon our upbringing and who we are, um, I have a tendency to welcome it, to welcome these experiences, to through these new aspects of my being, and a
like something like a product to be used. When it comes to my internal stuff, it seems divinely superfluous. A wellspring that just pours forth, and it's not a commodity that I need to manage and profit off of, because they are so superfluous and so pouring forth from within me that there's not a necessity or a fear that it will stop. So in this way, on my internal relatedness, I concerned with capitalistic endeavors. Now, exteriorly, on the outside, there are necessities that are demanded of me. In my youth, I had a very difficult time repressing or just putting to rest and subduing certain aspects of my experience so that I could get whatever job to be done. I have found that I've loved deeply. Everything seems to come into unity. Uh, I have found a freedom and a release of tension and just a wonderful, energizing feeling when it comes to relating to that beloved. However, I realize there's something very different from my father than to me. Between my father and I, there's a large difference in that I can step back and experience my experience and observe it more honestly, I feel. And this is very threatening to certain types of individuals. And I'm not sure it was threatening to my father so much as he has a natural posture to consider it a challenge that he needs to meet, master, and subdue or subjugate. And when it comes to my inner experience, that someone challenging me seems a waste of energy and a waste of time, because I have had this deep relatedness within myself that says that this river will flow. And you can pretend to dam it, but you really don't. And the consequences of such a thing are highly detrimental. And as I'm concerned, life relating to people and having relatedness, and I have had to cut off certain relationships when they want to redirect the river of my life, the flow. And I respect that other people need to do that. I respect that other people have a lot of things they need to get done, as if there's no other way for them to process what they're experiencing within. So they have to go do things to process it. But what I realize is that there's this separation that occurs. When do things out in the world and they're not paying attention about their experience within. And as I've gotten older, this has mellowed out, and this idea of wellness, of just being at peace and being okay with all the stuff that's going on within me. This focus that's changed is I've mellowed out as I've gotten older. But I really don't have that separation that a lot of people experience. If I have a separation, it's like I can step back and observe myself. It's sort of like lucid dreaming. My father was dreaming a dream of what he thought of himself and who he thought he was. And I come along and I tell him, well, this is what happened to me in that instant, and this is what I carry forward in my life, because you drove this point home
so strongly. And he wouldn't even remember it. And for myself, my dreams I'm very conscious for them, very conscious for the story itself. And I'm conscious that they are stories, they are renditions, they are interpretations of what experience I'm having, either externally or internally. And what happened was he had this totem, this image in his mind of what he wanted me to remember. And I recognize that. I recognize that he wants me to remember that. But I don't think that does justice to him. I don't think that does justice to the human race. I think a lot of humanity would be better than they really are. And they think that's better. And a well-lived life has all the ups and downs.
I told him, I said, it makes for a good story, these ups and these downs.